was a strange morning. Pretty much woken up. It's Monday morning. It's about 7 o'clock by the sound of a whirring metal detector around camp. I can't see them. We might say hello later. We'll see how we go. Anyway, just going to keep going here. There was a run of gold where those people actually came in here and they looked over there. But I did find a nugget probably 30 metres up. The first one I found. And I found the rest of them 30 metres down. So I'll fill in that 30 metres between the two. And we'll see what happens. See them, they're coming over here. Keep going. I was here first. Anyway. God damn it, dude. Like vultures. So as soon as they see a little bit of that colour there, they're going to be swarming. Yeah, you can see the creek running through there. You know, and up along the side here, they've had the bulldozers in here and pushed all of it all the way through here. So, a few of you out there just like the scenery apparently. You know, it is beautiful out here, so I'll take you for a walk down probably the driest creek you've ever seen. And I wonder how much trash is running in it. It's just so cool, things like this out here. Look at this dude, he was a big dude. Look at my little foot pad is. This Sasquatch. Friggin' hell. People have come in like probably on day one of this pending ground looking for easy gold, and I've just covered a lot of ground real quickly. But they did miss stuff over there, you know. Another bit of gold. GoPro sucks. Keeps running out of battery. There's Mike from Old Fellas Travels. Well, welcome back to another beautiful morning in the Goldfields, and we're just going to get straight into it. It's about 5:45. Probably could have started a bit earlier. It's going to be scorching hot today, you know, like far out, like 35 or something like that. Feels like 40 though. Plan was been making a bit of an effort to get into all the pending leases out here as quick as I can before the weather cools down, just to try and get in before all the Victorians. Sorry guys. So like this dude's just come through, he's left all his holes open all over the place. They left a whole bunch of gold just over there. So I mean, you know, it sort of tells you a lot about a person, doesn't it? Just lazy. Yeah, I've been spending so much time just over there. I did see the open holes over here, but I didn't walk over here till today, and I can see he's actually gridded it. Obviously they'd found gold here, so I'm just going to go like over their chain lines because they missed a fair bit over there. So just going to keep going around, see what else they missed. Tiny, a bit of shiny. Little flake. Yeah, this dude was hell sloppy, but it looks like he did pretty well. And you know, that was only, you know, a few days ago. Looks like they were almost here just before it went pending, so, you know, kind of doesn't leave anyone else with too much chance, but, you know, I mean, it is what it is, right? So, doesn't matter, we'll just keep going. Like I said, you know, you see other people's training, don't be put off by it. Just lingering around old mate's chain lines here. Like a little grub. Might be a little half grammer or something. Old grubby here left it for me. I mean, you know, it's alright just for a bit of a walk around in the morning. Yeah, so I found a little run of gold just here, and somebody else has found a little bit of a run of gold here. No one's walked in the middle. I've already got a bit of gold, a couple of bits just on the edge of their chaining. So I'm just going to finish up what they were doing down the bottom here, and I'm going to fill in this gap here in between the two and see what else comes out pretty much. Little beauty up, little cornflake. So shiny, I must have nicked it there a little bit. Beauty. Actually, I think the people that came in here, I think it was the leaseholders from next door actually, because I saw the tracks coming in here, fresh tracks directly from their lease pretty much, and you know, I don't think too many other people would have come in through that way. So you know, it's definitely the leaseholder next door. So I do apologise for calling you a grubby Sasquatch. You're probably a lovely person, and I'm the Sasquatch, mini Sasquatch. Anyway, when you got ground like this coming up pending, you know, and then you've got leaseholders next door, they're obviously well aware of it. You know, they're in here straight away cleaning up, because I was a little bit surprised at just how sort of blasé they are. They just come in, you know, find a bit of gold here, leave all their holes open, then bugger off over there, you know, have a bit there, just do the same thing, and then, you know, they were all over the place pretty much in a really short amount of time. It's almost like they were just sort of sussing it out. You know, old mate here, you would have seen, yep, there's a bunch of small flakes still left in these pushings, you know, so he would know if nothing gets done here, equipment in here, and just reprocess all this dirt. You know, there could be a few ounces in there pretty much. So main lines down here, I did just find that little bit there. You see grubby Sasquatch was going down there, but they didn't get into here. So I've just turned around and took one swing. Yeah, it's going to be a bit. Gold! Everyone's different, you know, the way they prospect. And, you know, I met Mike from Goldfields yesterday. I did admire, you know, the way that he goes about himself, you know, he carries himself. Because he, you know, he drove past and he sort of crept up here where I was working. I didn't know who it was at first, and you know, he was respectful and everything. He didn't come too close, and we ended up meeting and, you know, having a chat and everything. And I did say to him that I've been finding a bit of gold here, you know, you want to come and camp with me, you're more than welcome to come and, you know, come in here. But no, he was quite happy to just go off and do his own thing and try and find his own gold and go his own way. And you know, you got to respect that. And yeah, I really like Mike. He's a good bloke, and you guys should definitely support his channel and go and say hello if you haven't already. Oh, good lordy. GoPro suck. I mean, I can't say it enough. Anyway, getting real hot now. Yesterday was the coolest day of the week, unfortunately. I just picked up this nice bit. I mean, you know, same. Little prickly bit, but didn't really make much noise, strangely enough. It's kind of weird. Much noise. I'm guessing there's a whole lot of rock attached to it. Anyway, let's keep going. much chunkier cornflake. Very flaky gold here. I think it was that one. They're all so small. Was it that one? I don't know. Half gram almost. Damn, no, it was this one. Yeah, it was that one there. That one came out real deep. Yeah, half grammer. Nice. I was just thinking back to the time, you know, like, well, the many times, you know, you find a 5 grammer or, you know, a 6 grammer, a 7 grammer or something. You have trips like this where you slog it out for like, you know, 2.5 odd 3 days. And to get the same amount, you know, anything over a gram is a good find. I am working slapped out areas though, so, you know, I'm only speaking from my experience. Obviously, you know, everyone else out there is, you know, they always find massive nuggets, you know. Just had a break, and because it's pretty hot, it's still pretty hot, like 34 or something today, but you know, not too bad. I just still wouldn't be wandering around all day in it. Well, that really didn't make too much difference. Let's just keep going. Just picking up the chain lines down the bottom here. I was going to fill in the gaps at the top, but for some reason I just did a big loop around the perimeter of the pushings, and then came back down to the bottom here and said hello to Old Fellas Travels. Yeah, Mike from Old Fellas Travels just came in and said hello, said he was having a bit of a rough day, but I mean, to be fair, it's bloody hot today, so. God, it must be like piece 30 or something by now. Lots of little bits of gold. Never gets old. Alright, we are going alright. And we'll just keep going. Sounds pretty good. I'm so surprised. Hey, the bloody down the bottom here, it's just lit up pretty much. It only took a couple of steps since the last one. Yes. Alright, I gotta be excited, whatever. Yeah. It's bloody beautiful now. Sun's going down. Oh, that was a wicked little run then. Just Bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang. Good God. Just let the camera keep going, see if we can't walk on another one. Seems to be a little bit of a hot spot right here. Didn't take long at all, really. Oh man, that's so nice. Just like one after the other, pretty much. Far out. There you go, there's another one. Just add it to the pile. Forget that geology mumbo jumbo on YouTube. Bottles in trees, cans on fence lines. Old, you know, indicators of old patches where old prospectors have found gold. Chain lines, things like that. Those are indicators that will help you find gold. Nice half moon tonight. But it's about 3 days. 3 days work with this, like so many tiny nuggets. Just get all that in one big scoop. Off, so with the metal detector, you know, it's good money too, really, these days. 3 days work, you know, $1,200, something like that. But you know, I got lucky.
Good morning, and it's a lovely morning. I actually can't believe this is like the 4th day. Yeah, this is like the 4th day I've been here. It goes so fast. Let's get some gold.
Still a bit surprised at just how many targets are just lying around here. I've just picked up the chain lines again. Just started, you know. Geez, I just wish they were a little bigger, you know, whatever. There's a healthy amount of targets here. Good ones too. If you're from Eastern Australia, you can call it whatever you bloody want, I don't really care. But in Western Australia, clumps of clay, we call them bundies. You know, when we were kids, go into the dirt piles, find the bundies and throw them at each other. You know, they were bundy fights. That's what we used to do when we were kids out here. It's a golden bundy. You call it whatever you want, I don't give a shit. Oh, that was a lucky grab. Add it to the jar. So, that these pushings are absolutely freaking loaded with tiny little nuggets. Probably wasn't really expecting that, to be honest. Where is it? Can't see it. There it is. Alright, moving on. prospector there. Yeah, just a tiny, tiny, tiny little bit of gold. That one's not too bad. Yeah, I got a couple of half grammars this morning. Well, they look like half grammars. So you'd think that it would have gone up a little. Little flake. Yeah, I just thought I'd come and because I finished chaining that whole pad there where they've pushed. Took me 3 days, but I've done the whole thing except for this tiny bit here where the last prospectors have chained, and I've sort of loosely been in here. You know, you can sort of see it's pretty loose. But there was 2 people working, one had a chain, one didn't, and you know, they left all their holes open sort of thing, so you know, I haven't really bothered filling any of them in or anything like that, because you know, I don't want to be cleaning up after other people, you know, who cares, whatever. Negligible. There's an old scrape there in front of us, really old, like probably older than the last prospectors, whose chain line there goes right over it. Maybe they just weren't interested, or they just didn't have enough time. You never really know. The amount of times I've left gold behind. Good morning, how you going? Today's the last day, and it's been a good trip. Just been chasing little nuggets, pretty much finding, you know, about 2 grams a day, which is a pretty good average to be hitting on. It's been awesome. Thanks for hanging out with me. Catch us later. Alright, how'd I do?